I'd love it if we could all share some of the best advice that we've gotten about being a mom and that we'd like to pass on to everybody else.
Okay. For me, it's okay to apologize. In fact, you should apologize probably every day to your kids in some fashion. Model that. You know, we're not going to be perfect. We're going to lose our cool. How many times have we put our kids to bed wishing we could go wake them up and say, it's fine, I'm sorry, you know. You're like, you're wishing for bedtime, and then you like, no, I want to wake them up now and see them. For me, it's okay to apologize.
That's a really good one.
That is really good, because I have some older children, and they like to come in the middle of the night and talk about everything, and I'm like, at this point right now, I'm just trying to go to bed, but it's okay. So and this is nothing that I have like dreamt up of, or it's something I've learned over time, that the relationships with my kids are way more important than the dishes. Yes. So I'll stop what I'm doing and I'll be all tuned in, because those are also the times where the kids like to apologize to us for something they have done.
That's what we want to gear up for.
Yeah. So love that time and just all in.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. I think that my best piece of advice was not something that was said to me, but something that was modeled for me. And it was a gal that, again, was 10 years ahead of me. And so married 10 years longer, had kids 10 years older than our kids. And she just modeled for me this authenticity of, you got this, it's going to be okay. And I specifically remember coming to her house one day, and we were going to go walk. We walked at Stone Mountain. We would take the loop and just walk that mountain every Saturday. So I went over there one Saturday, and I come inside, and her back's to the refrigerator's back here. Here she is, and she's talking to me. And I see her toddler, Maddie, come toddling out, open the fridge, pick that gallon, like the gallon of milk was bigger than she was. And she takes it off, and she unscrews it, and she just dumps it onto the floor.
Whoa.
There was no cup. It was just, I'm going to dump some milk out on the floor and just see what happens, you know? And I remember going, do they do that? Kids do that? Oh my gosh, this is horrible. And I'm talking, and she sees my distress. And so she looks behind me and she goes, Maddie, don't do that. You know, like, let's turn it up. And she goes, we'll sort that out. She goes, I'll get Lane to clean it up later. We'll clean it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. She was actually managing me more than she was the situation at that time. But what I learned from her is, you got it. You got this. If a mess happens, you'll clean it up. If something goes off the rails, you'll get it back on. You've got this. And so she modeled that in every area for me. So I'm forever grateful for her really great modeling advice of, you're going to be okay. You don't need to stress this.
And sometimes it's just spilled milk or the
Don't cry over it.
Don't cry
over it.
Don't
freak out over it.
Probably would have been the moments I'm apologizing for, you know. If I experienced that with my kids, no, to be like, what in the world? Okay, I want to know some practical advice. Can I jump in on that?
Yes.
Please do. Yes. Someone once told me, like, hey, pantry dinner is what it's called. We went pantry lunch. Pantry dinner is also okay. Where it's, hey, kids, you just go pick out whatever you want. It's just called pantry dinner. Whatever you want, right?
Just do it.
That's a risk.
Yeah.
You have freedom.
Just freedom.
You have freedom to say yes to popcorn.
Popcorn for dinner.
Seriously. There's one thing that we've started this quarantine, right? We have 4 girls in the house. There's lots of laundry all the time. It never ends. There's just clothes everywhere. And they're old enough to start doing some chores, I think. I could probably compare myself. I could fall into that. And some mom probably has their kids doing all these chores, and mine are like, we're still surviving. But it's a trade-off. If you want a bag of popcorn, your own bag of popcorn, you don't have to share with your sisters. You've got to fold a basket of laundry. So if you fold a basket of laundry, you can have a bag of popcorn by yourself without sharing.
Hold on. I owe myself a lot of popcorn.
A lot. 4 kids, 4 things of laundry folded, and all I had to trade them was popcorn.
That's gold.
That's so smart.
So smart,
I love
Jen.
that.
Well, you guys heard it from your church. Popcorn for dinner. Perfectly acceptable.
Yes. Do it. Yes.
Milk on the floor.
And folded laundry and milk on the floor.
Don't cry.
Don't cry.
Don't cry
Again,
over spilled milk.
Low expectations, adaptable kids.
Resilient
Kids.
Yes.
So you
And
don't have to
popcorn.
Low bar.
apologize to them.
That's right.
And no cooking.
No,
No
oh my
cooking.
goodness.
Okay, you guys are all wrapping up, and it's my